Hi, this is Ushin, and welcome to our 19th episode of Climax Group Podcast. Joining me today is the Night Shadow and Busa. And yeah, to start out with, the Night Shadow will read out the card of the days for Sal.
Alright, so our first card is Temporary Alliance Shinon. That's a level 1 cost 0, 4000 power character with the avatar and weapon traits. For every other avatar or net character you control, this card gets 500 power and has Clock Encore.
Onodera.
No. Let's not do Onodera because that's
not everyone knows the set.
Yeah. Basically, this is a good, actually one of the better attackers in Blue and Sal, period.
The question is, would you play this over the current 1/1 Asana?
You mean Imprisoned Queen?
Yeah.
But,
all the different colors, right?
Well, Imprisoned Queen actually isn't run anymore. It's Natural Gentleness that's run.
Natural what?
Natural Gentleness, the 1/6K Clock Encore.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that card.
However, that card requires you to rest your back row, and one of the few cards that does that is the Yuuri from the first set. So this card can be run without having to rely on that weird Yuuri. So there's that, and the fact that it's costless.
No problem, just run both Shinon and that card.
Oh yeah, but no, running Asana's Natural Gentleness requires you to have a back row that you can rest, which is only possible if you run, for example, a Yuuri back row or the double R Yuuri from the first set that allows you to tap both characters in the back row. Other than that, it's actually not as easy as it looks, especially in a typical build. So I actually like this a little bit more, despite it being in a worse color. Also, the fact that it's costless. I mean, like, you can't really get enough of those.
Yeah.
Better than 1/0 vanilla.
Because, I mean, like, with support, this is essentially going to be, what, a 107K?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think that's a bad thing. Any other thoughts?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Next card, Peaceful Times Asana. And yes, I admit it, I'm wrong. There's a yellow card in this extra booster.
There's nothing we could have really done anything about predicting that or not. So
yeah. So when you play the climax on top of the world tree, and this was actually a 1k1 wind trigger in the SAO 2 Volume 2 booster, but because they mentioned here, there's going to be one of that in this booster too, so we'll have to see what that is. So when that's played on the climax border, you can ditch a card. If you do, search for Beacon of Hope Asana and any avatar or net character. Reveal both to your opponent, then add them to your hand, then shuffle. Beacon of Hope Asana is also in Salvi 2, and that one was a level 3 cost 2 with shot ability and climax combo. All characters gain 5k and send a stock. There's going to be a new one of that one here as well because, well, it's mentioned here.
Well, it could be strictly not be in the booster and just you totally need the second booster to have this card actually any good.
Has that actually ever happened?
Yes,
I don't think
it has happened
that.
before. It has happened
When?
before. Can't remember, but I know it happened before.
It feels really odd if that's the case. I mean,
Not really. I've seen cards reference to older cards and not being in the actual booster. For example, Rewrite Festa had Super Yoshino with the ability give counter cards, give the counter icon to all Mach Zero Punch, but that the event itself was never printed inside the booster.
Huh. Interesting.
So this could very be well be one of those cases where the Beacon of Hope Asana just won't be in the booster. You have to get from the second set.
Huh. That'd be weird. But that'd be interesting. Let's assume that
this
true.
is an actual booster, and we could totally assume this is actually meant to be an actual booster.
But also, it's a 50 card booster. I mean, like, it's Log Horizon big.
I know that, but it's still very possible it won't be inside the set. At this point, we have to assume it's not gonna be in the set.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, like, when you're looking at the rare cards, like when you look at the card numbers, it looks like yellow is going to have about 3 to 5 cards. So it's completely possible that they're going to have another on top of the world tree in light of a Beacon of Hope Asana, but hey, you never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So assuming that it's true that there is not going to be a new one, how does this card play with the previous cards?
Double search.
It's terrible.
Not really. Double search.
I know double search, but if it is not in the same set, obviously it's terrible. But
well, if you're playing mono set, then why are you playing this in the first place, right?
Exactly.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
If we're going back, it does give a legitimate reason to use on top of the World Tree because it actually wasn't competitively used before. It was tried out once or twice, and then I saw it taper off. But Star Splash was still used, and they keep around either the Silica comeback or the Elizabeth comeback for whichever tech they want to run. But they don't run 8 Wind, and I think that while this effect is good on a level 2, it's not as likely to be run because that requires a bad wind trigger. And essentially a bad level 3 if you're trying to play it for the climax combo. If you're playing for the burn, then that's fine. So if we're just relying on the old cards, this card I don't think we'll see play. But if there are new ones, then we'll have to wait and see.
Well, like we said, we really don't know there's another Beacon of Hope Asana in this set. We have to assume there isn't going to be one.
Alright, let's move on. Overly Obsessed Kyoji. This card got memed to excessiveness. Level 2 costs 1, 4,000 power. All other weapon characters you control gain 1,000 power. And your opponent's back row has the target trait gained.
So yeah, that TD card now is obsolete.
No, because that TD card is level 0.
Still obsolete.
It's like saying that the level 3 obsolete's level 0. I'm like, no, it doesn't, because they're played at different times. I mean, like, especially when you want to use the level 1 Suicider that can reverse level 2s, you definitely want the target giver to give wherever you need it to be.
Yeah. I know what you say about this card.
Yeah. No mention of Asada-san, okay?
Yeah, well, let's not go there because everyone's going to do it anyways at some point.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah.
Anyways, other than the fact that gives your whole opponent back row target trait, gives your cards 1k. At least all your avatar weapon trait card.
No, weapon.
Yeah, but
Weapon.
have you seen an avatar card that does not have weapon trait on it?
Not in this. Asuna.
Oh,
wait,
no,
Asuna.
you're right,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Even the Asuna stuff from the first set.
See, I have not seen
Never
an
mind,
avatar.
never
I have
mind,
not seen an avatar card without the weapon trait.
Okay.
If it's Avatar or Net.
But no,
right?
this is Avatar and what? It's okay.
I know. I mean, I know there are cards that are.
So basically, not Yui. Oh no, not Yui.
Yeah, that's right.
But Yui's
And- oh, no,
always
not
been
Sukuha.
Yui's always been like net cards.
Sad, Yuri. But
All right, let's move on. Within the Sunlight, Shinon. Level 0 cost 0, 1,000 power with the avatar and weapon traits. Center slot of your center stage gets 1,000 power. And pay 1 brainstorm. For every climax you reveal, search for an avatar or net, then ditch one.
the first effect is on during your opponent's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Oh please, 1k during both turns, man. We must need what's it called? Is it Shuro? No wait, Shuro even only works during your opponent's turn too. Wait, isn't this pretty much Shuro?
Yeah.
Isn't this pretty
Except
much?
this one? It's pretty much Shiroi,
is.
except you don't tap this one, so you have to ditch afterwards. And the Shiroi was a draw. This one is a search.
Oh, okay. There's the main difference. I think it's a good card.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Much better than draw. So
You'll probably play this over Klein now.
Oh yeah. Klein finally gets obsoleted, unless you still want to run him for the plus power, which some marker decks still do. But other than that, yeah, I think he's done.
He's done. Silico still be a thing because it still require you probably still went around for the plus 1.
Yeah. All right, and our final 2 cards are Termin Death Gun. It's a level 3, cost 2, 10,000 power with the avatar and weapon traits. When this card attacks, if all your opponent's characters have the target trait, you deal 1 damage to your opponent. And when this card attacks with the Climax Destined S-Stock user in your Climax zone, until the end of your opponent's turn, this card gets 2,500 power and the following ability. When you reverse a character, put that character on top of their deck. That ability should be out until the end of the opponent's turn as well.
yeah.
The Climax, the Destined S-Stock user, is a 2k1.
The question is how you can
What do
get
you
all
make
your
of this?
how you can get all your opponent cards target trait. Is this just some unrevealed card we're not aware about right now?
Well, considering what we have available right now, you basically put one of the level 2 supports that gives your opponent's back row target trait in the back. That takes care of those back 2. You have the level 0 support from the trial deck, tap it, give to the front ones, and then you have the level 2 from the trial deck. Character also this gets target trait. That's 5 easy.
Yeah, but that seems too excessive. Too many specific cards.
Not necessarily. I mean, like, if you that's just the most straightforward route. I mean, like you can also go.
I mean, like that's too. It's too much work for just to confirm one damage.
Well,
right
that's
now.
what they said about the Pendant of Promise too, right? I mean, like we don't know what else is in the set.
That's what I mean. As of right now, it's too much
As of
work.
right now, it doesn't look like it's easy to do. However, with the amount of support that was already in the trial deck, it stands to reason that there will be more ways to put target on opponents.
The Climax combo is actually not pretty. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, especially because you get the top deck during your opponent's turn, which kind of is a plus and minus at the same time, because your opponent gets a damage confirm their next attack.
Nah, not really. You don't have to put it on top.
You may. So.
Oh, you may. Oh, right. Yes. Never mind.
Of all the like this, they'll probably tax Death Gun first, because the last thing they want to do is top deck another card on top on the very last attack.
I've had some opponents accidentally do that to me.
People forget, so.
Yeah. Until we get more trait enablers, I think that the first ability looks a little bit weak at the moment, but considering what's in the trial deck, there are definitely going to be more ways to give target.
The other two abilities are pretty good already. So.
Yeah, well, one ability.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, one of them.
Yeah, I like the Climax combo. Though some people.
Although on the other hand, people might just say that Silica is just straight up better for a 2k1 soul lower 3 combo.
It is. That's the problem. So the matter now is there enough ways to give target that makes Silica
Not less of an edge.
a lesser option? I mean, this obviously will have its own deck. I mean,
Without a doubt, Death Gun is gonna be his own deck.
yeah, but the question is what can we expect for the deck? And we're seeing some very interesting cards. I like what we've seen so far, but we need more. Well, we're back to your side, Piasan.
Alright, we're gonna cover Item Master now. First card is Cherish the President Haruka. Red 2/1 6k. Trait music and sweets. Effects are continuous. All other sweet characters gains 1k. And then when you play this card, you can pay the cost, which is 1 stock. If you choose level 0 in your waiting room, put it onto field.
I like this card actually because doesn't Haruka have like this character encore to sweets characters?
Yes, it does.
So you combine those two together, and you can pull out a level 0 as essentially like a rammer, like a or actually no, I think the level 0 you want to pull out is the producer Brainstorm.
It depends on what you need at the time, actually.
True. I'm like worst case scenario.
The first option. Assuming you play this in a mono Haruka, because obviously due to its continuous effect, where only Haruka cards only gains the 1000, you probably play this in a mono Haruka deck. The first obvious most target is the Encore. And for some reason you don't have the Encore by level 2, then you have totally failed. Considering that Haruka can salvage so easily.
I want.
Yes, I want with Icon. Come on, if you don't have it by level 2, you absolutely fail. That's absolutely fail.
So worst case scenario, you grab the Encore.
No, it'll be the first card you pull out with this card.
Yeah.
After that, it's whatever you need. You need a Brainstorm?
Okay.
There you go. You need some random card? Yeah, there you go.
You need just a beater? Grab anything.
Need a global? There you go. It's a plus one that costs you like what? Nothing almost.
Yeah. Essentially you paid 2 for it, but you also got a character out of it as well, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You'll probably use this in a mono Haruka deck. I don't really see it fitting in any real competitive deck unless you really need that +1. I mean, like its power is actually quite decent for support.
I'm actually considering I was considering a field right now where you have 4 of these on the field and the character encore that you salvaged using this.
It would be 219k with character encore all over the place.
Yeah, that's cool.
Although I don't think it's worth, but that's totally up to people.
Oh, of course. But just...
That's like saying let's play what's that? Global level support in Railgun and Index.
Well, there is that whole thing about playing 4 Kiyama with the level 6 accelerator or the level 6
yeah, let's not go there. You're like, no, fuck this and just kill Kiyama.
It's really bad.
Yeah, there was that talk about it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next card.
My favorite character.
Chihaya's camera, blue event, 1-0. Look at the top 4, choose a music character, show it to your opponent, and then discard the rest of the waiting room. Wow, super standard.
It's a pretty standard card. Just the only thing non-standard about it in this set is that it doesn't go to memory, which there are events that don't go to memory in Idol Master, but the ones that we remember and the ones that are usually played are the ones that go to memory because they have FX afterwards.
Yeah, the ones that go into memory usually have by long in effects.
Yeah. At the very least, this is salvageable by the next card, right?
Yep. Next card, Cherish the President, Chihaya, 2/3K. Traits are music and camera. All your other music character gains 1K, and then when you play this, you can pay the stated cost, which is 1 stock. You can pick up the event and then put it back in your hand.
So this card actually fits more into
more standard decks.
Yeah, not the mono-color decks. I mean, mono character decks like we're seeing in some of the rest of the previews. So I like this.
You can always look at this.
This event. Ooh.
The thing is, how well can you put it in the event compared to the other events it's gonna have to compete with?
Like BK Maniac.
BK Maniac, Yuuri, changing clothes.
Heck, even if you're going budget, Present's better.
Yeah, even Present is better than this.
So, there's all those different. I don't know. The event seems lackluster in comparison to those, but I don't see a reason why this card shouldn't be run because it's a global 1K. Other than the fact that maybe you still want the Yuuri level assist.
It depends on the deck itself. If people start to not play level 3s at level 2, then this will be more optimized. To be more optimal. If they're still playing level 3s at level 2, then any of the level support will still be better. Okay. Because an extra 500 is more than 1K all over the place.
Yeah, the extra 500 does make a difference.
I mean, like, it's still it in a sense, this card is still a +1 compared to all the level supports, which they don't do anything at all. All right, I guess that's it for this card. Next card.
Yep.
Cherish the President, Mickey. Red 2/175. Traits are music and love. When you play this from hand, this gains X during this turn. X equals the number of music character you control at the time, and when this reverses to level 2 or higher, you may pay the cost, which is 1 stock. If you do, choose a character and put it to your hand in your waiting room. Yeah.
Am I the only one with the opinion that this card is not a good card?
No.
Considering all the
like
other
the first ability.
the first ability.
Best case scenario, it's a 2/112K that you have to pay 1 to reverse a level 2 or a greater character in battle, assuming that they have one. That's at its best.
Yeah, I also realized that the next best card is a 2/1/8K that only gains 1K for every attack.
But you're typically playing level 3s and level 2 with an Idolmaster, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So
to be honest, I still played that 2/1. I still played that 2/1 Hibiki in my deck, anyways, because there's always those times where I just can't drop that card.
Well, of course. I mean, it's nice to have a backup plan.
This will easily replace that Hibiki card.
Oh yeah, this is better than that one. I just think that it's not a good card on its own, but considering what Idolmaster does have.
If we're looking at just straight up level 2s, this card is actually one of the better ones.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
The first effect
really.
Bad,
the first effect is good,
because,
actually.
Does Idolmaster have a way to raise their opponent's levels?
Not right as of right now, no.
So
that's why at the top. This is basically combining 2 different hard card cards at once. The first one's from a 1/0 that's frequently used in like almost every deck. In fact, it's a staple card. I'm sure you guys seen it enough for me to know what it does. And the other one is from another hard card that's 2/175 that tap 1 character, give it 1K, which is obviously better than this. Which is obviously worse than this card.
Yeah, because this card's not really gonna live more than 1 turn, right?
Essentially, no. But if it ends up living an extra turn, then that's like maybe 1 more card you might be able to pick up, which is unlikely.
Nice.
Which is unlikely because its first effect has kind of came and passed, and it'll only be like what 85 at best.
Yeah, exactly. I guess yeah.
It's more of a one turn card. If they happen to have a level 2, then that's great. If not, then
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was evaluating it based off the second ability. I felt like it needed the second ability to be good.
No, I think the first ability is decent enough as it is. I mean, like it becomes a 2/110K.
Yeah.
And that already beats Hibiki in terms of having not to wait for other characters to attack first.
So this can attack right away.
This can attack right away if you really had to.
Interesting. Okay. It's your set. You know it better than I do.
Alright, next card. Cherish the President Yayoi, yellow 001500. Traits of music and frog. During your turn, all your frog trait character gains 500, and brainstorm, pay 1, rest this. If you do, you reveal the top 4, and for every climax, you search a frog character and then add it to your hand. Shuffle the deck. Is it actual period on the end of that? Oh shit, there's actual period under that. You actually have to shuffle the deck. You have to shuffle the deck.
No matter what.
No matter what, this is one of those cards you must shuffle the deck.
Hey, what do you know? It's a mono Yayoi card. Yayoi to me is well known for the trolling cards that you high five your opponent to force everybody in the room to do stuff.
What?
Yeah, there are Yayoi cards that says if they're playing when you play this at the exact same card, you a bunch of things happen, and then everyone either draws a card or stocks one card. Everyone in the room who's playing Weiss.
We did have this. We did have this one altercation in our other play group where we forced people that were playing Uno to draw a card as well.
Oh.
But that was put quickly to stop to because there were usually Pokemon tournaments the same day, and there just happened to be none that day. And the store owner was kind of concerned that it would affect the tournaments.
Well, the Yayoi card is different because it's a troll card. You're not actually expecting it for it to work.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can almost see this as like a Umi card almost for Yayoi cards.
Yeah, because of the global 500, and because it's level 0, you have the restriction only on your turn. But that's the only time it matters in the Yayoi deck.
It actually matters if you're playing the 1/0 Yayoi that gains 500 for every level 0. It won't be 6k. It won't be 7k anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Anyways, obviously this has absolutely no use in a competitive deck. This is obviously just kind of Yayoi fan deck. I know a couple of people who's actually, oh my god, please give me this card now.
Same here. I know one person at least.
I know like 4 or 5, or actually I think I know like 6 people who's like, I'm gonna buy 4 of this card and no one's gonna give it, and I don't give a shit. And you know what? I bet this card's only be worth like what, $1 at best, anyways.
But it's a not Yayoi card, so hey, why not?
Yeah, you'll probably use this in a Yayoi fan deck. Otherwise, you're never gonna see this card anywhere else. All right, next card. Cherish the President Yuuri. Green 1/5k. The traits are music and doll. For every other doll character you have, this gains 500. And then when this refers to this opponent in battle, you may pay the cost, which is top deck to clock. If you do, choose a card from your clock, put it to your hand, and put the top deck to clock.
So bad.
No, it's not bad.
No, first of all, if you look at a competitive wise, yes, it's bad.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm like, for an Yuuri, mono Yuuri deck, it's essentially a 1/17k, and you basically get to grab something from clock, which is a plus in a way.
You have to remember that effect won't actually work if you are at
1/6 or
X6. Yeah, at that point you just don't do it.
Yeah.
As far as this goes, you have the global 500 Yuuri cards, which is usually meant for Yayoi cards, but you take it how you will. And the problem is that Yuuri has no good 1/0s.
Oh.
As
so
of right now.
you have to run this because there's no good 1/0s. Well.
No, the only 1/0 you play is the Vanilla, and the 1/05k that where you pay 2 to give a card 4k.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, you can see how well that card can go with this card.
I'm going to guess that's an Idol Master 1 card because that's what.
No, that's an anime card.
What?
That's an anime card.
They still make those? Pay 2, give 4k?
It's a pay 2, pay 4k. It was on an anime card.
I mean, like Madoka has a pay 2, give 5k. I mean, like, why is 4k?
Yeah, you have to remember. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. You know what? Who cares, right?
Yeah.
4K is a lot of power.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess it's better than a 2/1 counter. Yay.
Obviously you use this in a Yuuri fan deck. Otherwise, it's a total shit card.
Certain Yori fan in our group is really happy about that card.
More like a Rie Kugamiya fan.
Technically, yes, but in this full span of Idolmaster, it's Iori in this case.
Yeah. All right. Next card.
Let's get to the first double R.
Yep. First double R to be revealed. To the other side of the light, Risco, green 004K. Music and glass trait. When this card is played, when you play this card, send the top 2 cards from your deck to win room. If there are comics any of these, send this to stock. Wow.
This is like the best level 0 for Idolmaster for beating besides Asa's runner.
Asa's runner can't be competed. Don't even try. No can compete with that card if you want to compare beater cards.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, besides that, this card seems really good. Like,
this card literally replaces any green beaters you have already, straight up.
Yeah.
As for other colors, you'll only be doing it because you need other colors. Otherwise, you'll be playing this card too.
Like, 004K in red is if you missed on those mill 2, it goes to waiting room. The blue one, this comes into play rest. This one goes to stock. It still gives you a resource. Like,
no, but it's a -1, yes. You don't get to attack with it. But the thing is, it's like it already attacked because it went to stock. The best comparison card is Yosuke from Persona, where they had to mill 1, and if that card was a climax, it goes to stock. But that's different. It was actually, that card is 500 less. This one's actually 500 more due to the fact that it has to send the top 2 instead.
Yeah, but sometimes that mini brainstorm is kind of what you want in the late game too. I mean, like it's versatile.
It's very versatile. It works as a mini brainstorm. If you really want it, it works as a free stock before you even go to battle. If you hit it, and sometimes you want it to hit. I've seen some Junai's player play their 003K35 just to hope it hit. I mean, like, this is easily one of those cases too, and it'll be easier to do. Yeah. At the same time, if you want to attack, then whatever.
Well, you just play it first. If you mill 2 and you get a climax, then okay, let's attack with another character.
I mean, like, it also gives a great first turn play as well, because if it hits, it goes to stock. That means you have 1 stock to work with on your first turn.
Yeah. Gives you basically a lot more versatile stuff. Does Idolmaster have a pay 1 dish 1 search? I forget.
Yeah, they do. It's in the first set. It's in the first set.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, you get to even use that at the first turn.
Yeah, this card is good. I can see this card being used in like every competitive Idolmaster deck. It will replace any green beater as it is.
If you're not running green, for some reason, I think you're still running 2 of those.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I'm assuming most competitive deck will at least run 2. The one that's more heavier in green will probably run a bit more.
Yeah. And if you run green already, then you're gonna run 3. If you're running green heavily, then you're gonna run 4. I mean, like, that's the way I look at it.
I don't think you'll go past 3, but you might, you actually might go for 4 because of how this card works.
Yeah, because you want this in the late game too, if you need to mill through stuff and you don't have a brainstorm available.
Yeah, this card just gives a lot of plays. I mean,
so good, so versatile.
It's so versatile.
Nice.
It's good. I never seen another level 0 this good before.
Well, besides Asana, all easily lost.
Oh, come on, that card is broken. That card should be banned. Even I say that. You see, even I'm saying that.
It's like an asterisk, except for Asana easily lost. Like, and the only reason that card is amazing is because of Makoto off time.
Yeah. You know what? All mod card is good with this too, but you know that goes with like every beater card, anyways. This card also makes Roy 004K obsolete now because that one requires a view at the top. And that one was a climax. That card goes to winning room.
Yeah, this card's much better.
Yeah, this card's much better. It's the same power and it has more benefits to it. Way more benefits to it. Yeah, we could talk about this card all day, but you know, I think we went through it all anyways.
Yeah, let's move on to the Producer.
Yep, next card is Watching Over the Growth Producer. Yellow 214K, music and glass. When this card has a marker, this gains the following ability. All music cards in front of this card gains 2K. And then you could put this card in memory during the next draw phase. You choose the same card, put it back on field, and send the top deck under this as a marker. It's pretty much a delayed support. That's a good card. Actually, it totally outstrips level supports straight up.
Yeah.
Because it's not only level support requires that X level. This one's straight up 2K. and that already beats the level support by 500.
And this also works for level 2s that you want to keep around. So basically, the fact that it needs to delay a turn means that you either don't want to play this in a deck that you want to change immediately into level 3, or you play this in every other deck that you play because you ramp up to level 2 and 3 basically on its own.
Because this is the delayed effect, your opponent will see it coming.
Yeah.
But they won't be able to do anything about it for a turn. Because the fact is that you send this on once you play it, your opponent sends this in memory almost right away.
Yeah, and if you have 2 of them, you send both of them and you move your back rows up to the front row.
On the other hand, if you have oversized hand, this is like the perfect solution because you play it, put it to memory, then play out your hand.
Yeah.
In a sense, but if
Well,
they
Idol
don't,
Master does can get quite a big a hand.
if they don't kill anything, then that's a -1 that you should have took a -1 for in the first place.
Yeah.
Because this card has to come back no matter what. Regardless if you want to keep it in there or not, it has to come back.
The only minor downside is, oh no, it's top deck, but
Well, it's a top deck you'll never confirm. You'll never be able to confirm due to the fact that coming in during the beginning of your draw phase. So whatever card you put to draw, it's under producer now.
yeah. Still, good producer card, just like lots of his other cards.
As of right now, because it's a yellow card, I can't say for sure. Yellow is pretty lackluster past level 1.
That's true. I mean, like, that's understandable.
That being said, it's not impossible to splash yellow anyways. So I mean, everyone splash blue because no one plays blue at level 1 and plays blue at level 3s.
Well, I mean, like, you have already that blue level 0 from last week that searched out 4 colors. So I mean, like, it wouldn't be hard to splash this card in now.
No, probably not. It depends. It depends on the opponent's. No. Well, it depends on what the deck build-up is like anyways.
Yeah. Like, if you pull that combo off twice, you literally search for the colors that you put into your level zone and the cards that you're going to be using for that color. Like, literally.
Can't say for sure how good this card is just because of its coloring right now.
At the moment, it looks cool.
But the fact is,
But
in a bad
obviously we're
color,
gonna have to wait a bit more because, like you mentioned, it's in yellow.
Yeah, yellow is not the best thing to have it in because yellow is like the worst color in Idolmaster.
Well, the fact that this card is a common gives me hope for yellow to actually be good.
Maybe.
Finally.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for the cards of the day. Any upcoming releases that we want to talk about? Oh yes. So at the end of our podcast last week, I happened to come across the Girlfriend Beta set announcement that was just released. And it's a Kantai collection set. Essentially 164 cards. It's missing a color. It's missing green.
Wow.
So it's yellow, red, and blue. And there's going to be at least 11 signs.
Wow.
At least, yep.
At least
It's
11
going to be
signs.
huge.
It's a huge sign.
We already know that there is going to be a Rie Kugamiya sign, even though it was not mentioned on the poster. So...
This pretty much referred to only like to one person we know, but people are fans of her. So
GG. 3 colors, 164 cards. What could they do with that set? Tons.
Well, considering it's from a card game, you can just take all the art from that and just copy paste. Easy.
Well, that's what they did. That's what
they did with. That's what they did with Kantai.
No,
not really.
No, they drew all the climaxes. And
That's different.
Some of the Kainis that weren't released yet got weird arts that aren't actually the actual arts, which is why they're re-releasing Isuzu Kaini and.
But in reality, it's I'm right.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, most of it was just straight from the game art.
And just if I see a comment asking how to get into Girlfriend, I'll delete it immediately. Please don't comment there. Don't ask me how to get into Girlfriend. It's a bad game. Don't.
Just straight out say it, okay? Girlfriend Beta is a bad game. Don't play it.
It's a generic card game. Yeah, okay. If you want to play it, maybe for art, maybe for this.
I mean, there are people that will play it because of the person that maybe voices one of the characters.
I know Seiyus, right? But gameplay-wise, it's generic. So if you comment down there asking me how to get the APK or whatever, I'll kill you. I'll delete it instantly.
He was short of saying, "I'll kill you."
Other than that, there wasn't really anything. There was a Nico video on Iron Master,
Oh.
like yesterday, but we're not gonna mention any cards in there due to them being unconfirmed cards.
Because we know
the-
what happened last time. There were unconfirmed cards.
Yeah.
Certain Tsugumi card became yellow instead of green.
Yeah.
So it's better that we stay quiet about it until they're officially spoiled.
And you guys probably know about it anyway, so
Yeah. If you don't, then just
just
PM one of us,
just ignore. Either leave a message if
comment.
you really wanted to know. Just to make sure. These are absolutely unconfirmed cards, so you cannot take their words for it right now. Although some of them look pretty broke.
And
Some of them look pretty broke.
If they're true, that Mickey and Yuuri look really good. All right, so that I guess that's it. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep. See ya.
bye.
Yeah, bye.